Are you interested in new listings in Morro Bay, California? Well, I'm about to go on a broker's caravan, which is a tour of open homes available for other agents to see new listings and sometimes existing listings that have been around for a little bit. So today I'm going to check out 3 new listings, all in Morro Bay, and I will report back all those details to you. In this video, I'll also include some video of the surrounding areas of the homes, driving up, walking up, and that kind of thing. If you want more details, a private tour, or even just the link to these listings, please reach out. My contact information is in the description, and I'm happy to send all that information for you. So I'm going to head out now, and I will bring back those details soon. See you in a bit. All right, so I just saw house number 1, which is in Morro Bay in a neighborhood called the Cloisters. So if you're not familiar with that, that is a neighborhood that is beachside. It also has a lot of amenities like a 57-acre nature preserve. There's tons of walkways. You can walk to the beach. You can hit the walkways from multiple points of the neighborhood, and there's also bicycle trails, and then of course there's bird watching. If you're in Morro Bay, there's bird watching wherever you go, but especially if you're in a nature preserve. But there's also a public park, so it's got a playground and restrooms and that kind of thing. And so this particular home is on a circle of the neighborhood, and so it's kind of maybe one of the more slower streets, and the home is quite cheery and cozy. I really liked the front porch. It looked like a nice place to hang out and have a coffee or a cocktail, and it also has a really nice sized longer driveway. So a lot of the homes in this particular area, the driveways are a little shorter. Most of them have garages, but this one has an oversized garage and an oversized driveway. So I think that you might be able to park a boat on this one. It does have a gate, and that brings up that it does have rules. So this neighborhood does have some rules, and so that would be something to look into. For example, you can't just park a boat right out in front of your house. So the nice thing is this driveway is longer, and it does have a gate. And then, as I mentioned, an oversized garage with custom cabinets. So this home is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. And it's in great condition. It has, when you walk in, you hit the living room. One of the bedrooms is set up as an office, and it's got built-in, like a built-in desk and cabinets. And then there's a bathroom up front in that area. And then you run into a kind of a formal dining area. And then across from that is the kitchen, and then kind of a breakfast nook situation. And then the rest of the bathrooms and bedrooms are towards the back. And then right out the kitchen, there's a little patio with a place for a table and chairs. And then, of course, the oversized garage is back there too. So next to the garage, behind the house, is a little grass area. Not a huge yard, but a good enough size yard to hang out. And so all in all, this is a really great property in the Cloisters. 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, almost 1,900 square feet. And the lot, it's a single level, by the way. 2-car garage. The lot is over 7,400 square feet. So this has been on the market for 3 days. Today is September 26, 2024, and the list price is $2,199,000. So just a little bit more about the area. Like I said, you can walk to the beach. However, you cannot have dogs on this beach. So that's one con if you're a dog lover and you want to be able to take your dog to the beach, because you can walk to the beach, but you can't take your dog. However, you do have all of these walking trails around here, and I'm in the parking lot by one of the trails, and I've seen nothing but dogs. So it's a great place to be able to come and walk your dog. We do it actually quite often. Like I said, all in all, great property and one to check out if you're looking for something in the Cloisters neighborhood. Okay, so I'm going to head over to the second home and third home. The second one is a triplex, and this is quite close to the water. And then the third one is a home on one of the main streets over there. So excited to check those out, and I'll bring those details next. See you soon. Okay, so for the second home out of the three that I'm touring today, this one is a triplex. And this triplex is, when you hear triplex, you think, oh, good rental opportunity, maybe a good investment to have to rent out. Well, this is probably the most exquisite triplex I've ever seen in my entire life. This home is a total of 9 bedrooms. And what it is the main home is 5 bedrooms, and it's multiple levels. So you have 3 levels. You walk in on the second level to the main living and kitchen and dining, which is huge, and it has views of the bay. Just beautiful. And the finishes in this place, it feels like you're walking into a magazine. Quite beautiful, very stunning. And it's very it's got like a quaint, cozy cottage feel, but it's large. So your main floor there that you walk in, which is actually the second floor, that has the living space, as I mentioned. It has laundry. It has the primary suite, and then if you go upstairs, there's a large area which they have like a pool table in there, and it's, again, you have nice views. And off of that main room is 2 bedrooms, and then there's another bath up there. So tons of stuff to see when you go into this place. Just beautiful. Lots of little nooks and crannies, and decorated quite nicely. Now, if you go back downstairs through the kitchen and down to the bottom floor, there's another bedroom. So what am I at here? 1, 2, 3. There's 2 bedrooms downstairs. So there's 2 bedrooms downstairs. There's a little kitchenette situation going on, and I believe access to the garage. I didn't get to go that way, but there are 3 car garages, and that's underneath that main home. So this main home is got 5 bedrooms on its own, and then they have 2 additional units, and each of those are 2 bedrooms. So this home was almost 6,000 square feet total, so all 3 units. The lot is 8,833, and as I mentioned, 3 car garage. So you have 3 units with 3 separate little yards. The main home has a couple of little yard spaces that you can see out of the windows, and it feels quite private, even though you are sort of on that main street, but you are tucked into the neighborhood. So across the street from the water, you have great views, and there's even yard space on the side for that main home. So she did say that the other 2 units, which weren't open, they do have their own little courtyard type thing as well. So a great one if you can spend the money, and since you're spending that money, I'm not going to say that. So a great one to live in. Maybe you live in the main home and then rent out the other 2, or maybe you live in one of the 2 bedrooms and you rent out the other 2. Just all in all, great location and beautiful house. So this house is listed for $3,200,000. And if you want any information, please reach out. Contact information is in the description. All right, so for the third home, this is the 3 out of 3. I was, again, still in Morro Bay. All 3 of these homes have been in Morro Bay. And this particular home has been on the market for 34 days. This one is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. However, it does have a unpermitted bedroom on the bottom floor. And what this is when you walk in, you kind of go up a level. So you go up some stairs, you're kind of at the halfway point. And up there in the front, you have living room. And she said they also use it as a dining room. It's quite a large room. And you have great views of the bay, the rock, just sort of set back up the hill. So great spot to sit and watch the sunset. I can tell you that's going to be a great sunset spot. When you walk up those stairs, to the left is that living space and view, and to the right is where you're going to find the bedrooms, bathroom, and kitchen. And it does have a backyard with some plants and concrete and a hot tub that is in ground, and it does feel quite private because the plants are mature, and so you're not, right on display for your neighbors. So that's really nice as well. Now, when you go downstairs, if you go down to the very bottom floor, down there is there's a bathroom, there's a laundry room and a little kitchenette type thing, and then there's a living room, bedroom. So great space if you have somebody living with you, but you need the separation. Maybe if you want to just have your guests have a separate location so they can, make their meal if they want to on their own, or maybe just, when they wake up, they can have their coffee and breakfast on their own, that type of thing. Or maybe there's a way to just rent this out. There wasn't a separate entrance, and the main laundry is on that bottom floor. So you would have to be creative and see what kinds of things you could add upstairs to make it so, you could separate this living space. It does have access to the garage, which was a 2-car garage, and that's on that bottom floor as well. So maybe there's something there that you could do to make a separate entrance to get into that location. All in all, a really nice property, great views, and this home could use some updates, but it does have some updates in place. The kitchen tile and countertops and some of the bathrooms had some updates already there in place. So great one to check out. It has been on the market for 34 days, and the price has been reduced to $1,360,000. So this home is empty, and we can tour it if you want to. Just let me know. But definitely reach out, contact info in the description, and let me know if you need any more details. So there was one other home that I did not see on the caravan today, and it's in the little neighborhood behind Black Hill. This is something that I've talked about in my past updates, and this is one of 3 homes for sale in this neighborhood. I believe there's about 16 homes in this location, built in 2019, and this one is under $1 million, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, and it does have a 2-car garage. So if you're interested in any of those homes, let me know. And finally, there were a couple homes open in Los Osos. I might be able to get to one of them later on today because the open house is in the afternoon. We'll see what happens there, but I will tell you about them. The first one is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, and it is multiple levels and 2-story, and it does have stunning views of the bay, according to the description. And this home is over 1,800 square feet and over 6,000 square feet lot, and the list price is under $1,925,000. And then that's in Los Osos. And then this one in Los Osos as well is 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and it's built on a bluff above the beach. So what you can imagine, waterfront home, faces westward onto Morro Bay with sweeping 180-degree views. Sounds lovely. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, over 2,000 square feet, and the lot is 9,250. So this home is listed for 2.5. And then there were a couple other ones in Morro Bay, but I have talked about these in my previous updates because they have been on the market for a little bit. So one of them was from last week. You can see it in my update. I was very excited about that one. It has gorgeous views, and it's just a beautiful house. That's for 3.9. And then the other one I saw probably about a month ago. It's been on the market for 51 days. Is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. It also has a little office tucked in down below. And this one's listed for $1,365,000, recently reduced. So thank you so much for hanging out with me and making it to the end. Next week, I am not going to be doing any updates, but I do have some new videos that I'll be uploading to take the place of those updates. And I will be getting back to the regular schedule after the beginning of October. So there will be some videos uploaded that I'm starting. It's a new series. I'm starting with Morro Bay, and I'm going to cover most of the other towns. So subscribe for those updates, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.